Welcome to What's New with Monopoly. Today let's learn the Go to Jail expansion. To set up, place the new Super Jail on the Go to Jail section of the board and the new Jail board on the Jail space. Attach the new Go to Jail spaces on the Income Tax space and Luxury Tax space. Place the Escape stickers on the Escape die, and instead of placing chance cards, place the Escape die in that spot. Place the Heist stickers on the other die to make a Heist die, and instead of placing Community Chest cards, place the Heist die in that spot instead. Next, shuffle the Corruption cards, then deal 2 to each player, then place the rest of them on the allocated spot of the Jail board. Next, shuffle the Super Corruption cards, and place those face down on the allocated spot of the Super Jail. Finally, give reminder cards to each player. If you land on any Go to Jail space, of course go directly to jail following the usual rules. And as always, when in jail, you can still do all the usual things like collect rent, buy, trade, sell, etc. To get out of jail, it now no longer costs 50 money, but rather 100 money. However, if you decide to stay in jail, you can collect a corruption card for each turn you remain in jail. And of course, you may only spend 3 turns in jail, at which point you must spend 100 money to get out of jail. Just note that while using this expansion, rolling doubles will not get you out of jail. And similar to the Go space, anytime you land on or pass through the Corruption space, take a Corruption card to your hand. Corruption cards are used on your turn. You can use as many as you want, just note that when you receive a new Corruption card, it cannot be used this current turn. You must wait till the next turn before you can use ones gained this turn. When a card has been used, return it to the bottom of the Corruption deck. While in jail, you can still use Corruption and Super Corruption cards. Corruption cards can also be used in trades. When landing on the Go to Jail space, go to Regular Jail. So the only way to go to Super Jail is for another player to send you there. And you can still do all the usual collect rent, bid during auctions, buy houses and hotels, mortgage and trade, etc. while in Super Jail. While in Super Jail, you can still use Super Corruption and Regular Corruption cards. And Super Jail works the same way as Regular Jail. Rolling doubles will not get you out of Super Jail, but for each turn you are in Super Jail, for up to 3 turns, gain a Super Corruption card. To get out of Super Jail, pay 300 money. Not to the bank, but instead to the player who put you in Super Jail in the first place. Then roll and move normally. Alternatively, instead of paying 300 money, you can pay the cards that you received from the Super Corruption deck to that player instead. So if you only spent 2 turns in there but wish to get out of jail, you may pay 2 cards to that player and then roll normally. If you land on chance, roll the chance die. If you roll a jail symbol, go directly to jail, do not pass go. If you roll this red icon, collect the number of corruption cards equal to your die roll for this turn. If you land on Community Chest, roll the Heist die. If you roll the jail icon, go directly to jail. If you roll a number value, gain that much money from the bank. The game now ends when either the final property has been sold or one player has gone bankrupt. However, if you are in jail or Super Jail when the game end is triggered, you cannot win. To find out who won, give each player the value of each of their properties as printed on the board. Add to that the amount of rent they would get if someone landed on each of those spaces as well. After doing that for everyone's properties, add all that up to the amount of money you had before the game ended, and whoever has the most money is the winner. A variant for beginners is to have a total limit of 6 Corruption and Super Corruption cards. If at the end of your turn you have more than 6, discard down to 6. Thank you for joining me to learn what's new with Monopoly, the Go to Jail expansion. Have fun!